Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw, and today, well, I'm standing for Anhasi Silverclaw of course, but today I'm going to show you how to get that quill and then do some other stuff. Now, you see the little island I'm on here? This is about the best reference point I've got for you. You're going to see a boat there, and the Riften Dock in the distance if you're on the right island. It's directly southish of the farm right there. Now from here, aim about this direction and go straight down. You should, there it is, you should see a little sunken half-boat thing in the ground with a lockbox in it. So, we pick the lockbox here. The lockbox is called Vlad's Lockbox, so you know you found the right one. Hey, come on. There we go. Come on, there we go. And there it is, the Quill of Gemination. Now by getting that, we don't have to kill the poor bastard, which I still think is easier than trying to find the thing on your own. But, yep. Let's go back to the main city. Hey, I said go back to the main... Bah, I said go back to the main city. Okay, why isn't my map, show on map button working? Okay, whatever, we'll do it. There it goes, that was odd. I couldn't bring my map up for a minute there. And we're going to turn this back into Maven now. Alright then. Here we are back in Riften, and it appears Maven is actually outside. That doesn't happen much. She's probably on her way to walk into a building somewhere. Let's try and catch her before she does.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Yes, I found the Quill of Gemination.
Really? I wrote that off a long time ago. Well, I suppose I need to fulfill my end of the bargain. Give this document to Vald. It frees him from the debt, but I never want to see him in Riften again.
I'll let him know.
You're this upset about anything.
Yeah, apparently by blocking her off from entering, we blocked off everyone from entering.
You want to speak with my husband.
So with that out of the way, we can go ahead, reset our quest to the Pursuit, and now we can give Vlad the document that will let us in without killing him. I do like the fact they gave you that option. If you really want to be a proper thief and not kill people, there is a way. For the most part, there's one or two spots where you pretty much have to cut somebody's head off. At least if you don't want to get detected, but most of the time you can just do this.
This is Mercer Frey's place, and he don't like visitors. Now go away.
Hey Vlad, I got a gift for you.
Of mine? What is it?
Here, this is your debt to Maven. You can get out, but if you don't leave Riften tonight, she'll probably send me to kill you anyway.
I can't believe it. How'd you talk her into this? Never mind, I don't care. I'm just glad I don't got to work for Maven anymore. Here, you did me a favor. I guess I owe you one.
So, he gives us Mercer's house key, which unlocks the gate for us, and he just leaves. I can walk right in. He doesn't care. He's out of here. Now, the second step to getting in is that you can go in through the bottom here, but it's not the safest route. You see, there's much better options for getting into the house. And the better option is you want to get... oh, he also unlocked this gate over here for you, too. You want to shoot this thing in a way that'll knock it down. Now that shot's not too tricky, you just gotta hit it in the mechanism that holds it up. Which is right here. You see that little black box under it? Put an arrow in this, like so. Down it goes, and we're in. You can go in the bottom door, this door is a lot more secure, we'll say. And we also got the key for upstairs from Vlad there.
You might want to put away that weapon, unless you plan on using it.
Ignore that, I don't... There are people in here, but trust me, she's 2 floors below me, looking the other direction right now. That's just a bug. She doesn't know I'm here. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? We got a guard here. He's of no real consequence. He's pretty easy to get around. You can go back here, but there's, well, nothing to be excited about. See what I mean? He's not that bad. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Did he run outside for a minute there? I think he might have, but not important.
Is someone there?
Yeah, he's looking all over the place, but he just can't find me because he's just not that good at his job as a guard, I guess. And yeah, he's zoning in and out of this area, I guess, but whatever.
Sure, I heard something.
When you've got good sneak, if you know what you're doing, you know how to avoid light sources, like right here he'd see me, but if you got remote amounts of darkness, you're pretty much safe if you know what you're doing. But what you want to do is come in here. And by the way, I easily could have not gone in that room, and the guard never would have seen me, but I just wanted to show off a little bit. So we come in here, and we've got wardrobes, we've got a suspicious cabinet, And how do we know it's suspicious? Well, by reading this note. If you read the note carefully, it says that there's all kinds of tricks and traps and such in this house. One of which being the suspicious cabinet here, with a phosphor panel on it. Leads to a little hidden room, little secret passage. So yeah, now we're down here, and we can take a stamina potion, because I want to, no other reason really. And Mercer apparently had a complicated tunnel network built under his house, with traps and such. But really nothing we can't handle, and we're safe now, there's no guards down here. By the way, another trap there, go around the side of it if you don't have the Lightfoot perk. Which I do, but go around the side of it anyway. Might as well take some gold while we're down here. I mean, Mercer doesn't deserve it. He took it from us. I'm just taking it back, you know? Right here, this is scripted. You can't not set this one off. But it's not hard. Come to this spot running. Wait for the right moment, which is after this swings. And go again. See? Very easy to get past that trap. It's not a difficult trap at all. I don't think anyone should have any trouble with that one. And then we're down here farther. Through this door. Which also had a trap on it, but it's only a poison dart trap. They are comically weak, so I don't really care. Of course, you could have disabled it by hitting the trap trigger on the side here and disabling it. I didn't bother, so eh. And beyond that, he keeps some of his best loot down here. He's got the Bust of the Grey Fox. We definitely want to grab that, because, I mean, look at it. If you don't know who that is, the Grey Fox is a character from Oblivion. He will be of relevance to today's lore topic. We're going to talk about the different groups of thieves guilds that we've met over the course of the different games in this series. So let's take that. He's also got an absurd amount of expensive flawless gems. And a golden bowl, to give you an idea of just how rich he is. Probably all stuff he stole from the Thieves Guild, so I'm going to take it all back. Give me that. The Red Kitchen Reader, this is a skill book on Sneak. Like so. Good story too, by the way, it's about the Dark Brotherhood, I believe. They never say it outright, but... Well, you know what, I'll just let you read it. Because you give me your opinion, guys. Is this about the Dark Brotherhood, or am I just crazy? I get the impression it is. There's like little subtle hints across the book suggesting that this guy found his way into a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. But they never just outright say it. But if it was a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary, apparently they had some incredible cooks at it. I'll tell you that. Kind of a long one, but it's very interesting, so I did want to show it to you guys. I think it's only got like a page or two left. One more? Two more? Three more? Okay, it's a lot longer than I first remembered it being. Okay, now it's done. There we go. Apparently this guy became inspired to cook because of what he found, which... By the way, children's display case, it's got a really good sword in it. It's always in there. It is not a level reward. It is always the exact same sword, which makes it very valuable if you want a good weapon. Although we just got the Nightingale blade, so I'm not sure how useful it's going to be for us. We'll do a side-by-side comparison and make a call. They both have their purposes. It really depends on what you're fighting, and I'll go over that in a moment. As soon as I get the thing open. And here is Chilren, the unique sword that you always find here, as I said. It is a glass sword, as you can see, damage 24. It does frost damage and has a chance to paralyze. It's a very good weapon. The Nightingale, the Nightingale blade does 5 points of health and 5 points of stamina. It's also a very good weapon, but Chilren I think is slightly better. And I do like the way glass looks, especially with all that ice coming off it. So beyond that, here's Mercer's plan, which is what we came to find. And by grabbing that, we are now free to leave. So go out the side passage here, which will lead us into the Ratway Vaults. Now the Ratway Vaults, oh by the way, see this symbol? That is a symbol from the Shadowmarks book. If you recall, I told you about that quite a few videos back. This book that I still have on me. And when you see funny symbols like that, it's never a bad idea to check your book to see what it means. Okay, here we are. This is the danger symbol. It's a downward triangle with a circle on it. That means that by going down here, we're entering an area where we are not safe, where our life is in danger. I imagine pretty self-explanatory. And it's in danger because this area is full of low-life thugs who weren't good enough to join the Thieves Guild, so they set up shop in the sewers and they pretty much kill anyone who they meet. That said, here's the symbol for Guild Hall, and this leads directly to the Ragged Flagon. Alright, we're back in the guild hall now. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and turn in a few things to Delvin.
Stand in the back. It's like the Dark Brotherhood all over again.
Yeah, Delvin was once a member of the Dark Brotherhood, and apparently it didn't go so well.
Can't talk long. Gotta keep my eyes open for Mercer.
Well, hey, I know it's probably not the time for this, but I did finish that Windhelm job a few videos back.
Torsten was gratified the death of his daughter was avenged, and the heirloom was returned. At this very moment, he's laying the groundwork for the guild to re-establish itself in Windhelm. Burning that banner was a nice touch too. Should send a clear message to the Somerset Shadows that we're a force to be reckoned with. Success means the guild is getting stronger. We've picked up another merchant and a new recruit. Being a thief is like a second skin for you, ain't it? Never seen anything like it. If you don't watch out, you might even earn Vex's respect. Now that'd be something, eh?
Right then, I have a dwarven puzzle box here. Would you be interested in buying that?
Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. It's worth quite a bit, actually. Quite a catch. There you go. It should make you smile.
And thank you for the 200 gold. By the way, I happen to also have a ship model if you still want unusual trinkets.
Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. What a delightful find. This should cover it.
And another 200 gold. How much do you carry on you at a time, Delvin? I'm just wondering because I found the bust of the Grey Fox. I was wondering if this would be worth much.
Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. Must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the Grey Fox for some time. Sure, I'll buy it from you. Here you are.
Thank you. And that takes care of all that stuff.
This is getting dangerous. Don't let anything get a jump on you.
So, we'll also want to talk to Tanilla before we leave, because she has a special task for us. Now, remember the White One job I just finished, which unlocked the weapon shop over here? Well, it also did something else. By completing that job, it unlocked a special task for Tanilla here.
Before we get down to business, I've got something I need you to do.
I must be psychic or something, I swear. I always know what's coming up. So, what do you need?
Well, as you know, the guild's growing and things are looking up around here. The only thing we're lacking is a reliable way to transport our merchandise across Skyrim.
And how do I help with that? You want me to become a merchant?
I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there are several Khajiit caravans that travel across the realm. They're shrewd traders and don't mind getting their hands dirty. I've bartered with their leader, Rasad, on more than one occasion.
And you want me to go talk to him?
Actually, I want you to bring him something. You see, the caravans are notorious for transporting illegal substances. Present Rasad with this satchel of moon sugar, and I bet my last septim he'll make a deal.
Okay, great. I could ask what moon sugar is, but I've already explained that before.
If you find Mercer, give no quarter. Kill him and be done with it.
Yeah, they're not a very forgiving group, are they? Hey, Vex.
If I see Frey, I'll pluck his eyes from his skull with my bare hands.
She's not in the mood to talk right now. So, for now, let's go back to Brynjolf. Oh, by the way, Garther.
If I find Mercer first, I'm gonna crush his skull with my bare hands.
You ready to talk yet? Nope.
If I find Mercer first, I'm gonna...
Yes. Mercer first, crushed, bare hand, skull. I get it. Hi, Carlia. So, let's go ahead and turn this question to Brynjolf here.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end?
He wasn't there. I was gonna kill him, but I couldn't find him. But I did find some plans he left behind.
Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life.
Well, shouldn't we stop him then from getting the eyes of Falmer?
Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guild's treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose.
You heard the man.
We meet
No
last.
time to lose. Let's go see Carlia. And of course we're going to have to talk in the big center of the room because that's where anything important happens in this guild hall. If it's important, do it on the rug. That's the rule.
Not now, lass. Carlia said it was important.
Okay, Carlia.
I promise you, all your questions will be answered. Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. Who needs to die?
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
It's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
Okay, you heard the lady. But we're not going to go there. Instead, I'm going to go find that Khajiit caravan. We're going to take care of that today. Alright, here we are outside White One, everybody. Let's see if our Khajiit are here. Why, yes they are. They're right here, in fact. Looks like they just arrived. They haven't even put their tents up yet. Well, that works out. I don't need them to have tents. I just need them to be here. What we want to talk
You
to...
approach as if you know us, stranger. Who are you, and what do you want?
Well,
Soon it will be time to replenish our supply of water.
The road takes us past many cold rivers. We can fill our skins there.
If the river is not frozen to ice, perhaps.
one of them has a skooma addiction. That's why he's sniffing like that.
You approach as if you know us, stranger. Who are you, and what do you want?
Well, besides being another Khajiit, and you're one of the few Khajiit I've seen in this land that isn't myself, I'm from the Thieves Guild and I have an offer for you.
Yes, I've heard the guild is rising back to power. An alliance would be most beneficial to both parties. I will consider the offer, but I'll have to discuss it with the other caravans.
Perhaps I can make the discussion a little bit easier. I have a satchel here full of what is essentially cat cocaine.
Ah, moon sugar. I could smell it on you. I am pleased with this offer, and accept. Take my word to the leaders of your guild, and tell them we look forward to a prosperous and profitable future. If you happen upon any of our caravans in your travels, we'd also be more than willing to pay you a fair sum for any of your stolen goods.
Excellent. So yeah, short version
My
is...
regards to Tonilia. Tell her I'll contact her soon.
The short version of that is, we just paid a guy a bag of what is essentially cocaine. In exchange, every single Khajiit caravan in the world is now going to be a fence for me. It opens up a lot of fences, more than I could ever hope to use. But hey, works for me, right? So beyond that, we now have to return to Tanilla, so I will meet you guys back with her as soon as I get there. Alright, then we're back here at the Ragged Flagon now, so let's go tell Tanilla the good news. Tanilla, good news.
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
It's a little late to be saying that. I've been a member long... We have whatever. I struck a deal with Rasad for you.
Yeah, good. I'll contact some of my people and have them prepare some shipments right away. Good job. Here, let me give you something for all the legwork.
And we get some gold for our trouble. And that is that.
Delvin, that last shipment we heisted on the Cyrodiil frontier was worthless.
That's impossible. I distinctly heard that loud in the tavern say it was a full shipment of furs. They should be worth a fortune.
You idiot. He said furs, not furs. It was a damn logging caravan.
Ha! Delvin, you dumb shit. Anyway, we do have a...
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
We do have one more member of the guild to meet. Exactly one more. So let's go take care of that today as well. So, you bumped into him earlier. His name was Garthar. Where did he run off to? Now, he joined the guild after doing enough of the miscellaneous task, and not before then. Noon,
Yes.
Viper.
Been
Garthor.
doing a few jobs for Vex. How about you?
Garthor, nice to meet you, man.
We haven't met.
So tell me, Garthor, how'd you end up in the guild anyway, man?
It's kind of an amusing tale. I was making my way down the road from Iverstead towards Riften, and I saw Vex fighting off a couple of wolves.
She needed help with wolves? That was as much anger as that chick has. I'm surprised she didn't castrate the whole group of them.
Well, there were 8 of them, and she'd already killed 3 by the time I joined the fight. Together, we made short work of them, and the last one limped away licking its wounds.
And then she said, hey, you want to join the Thieves Guild? You're pretty good at stabbing wolves. That seems like an odd way to join.
Actually, that's when she politely asked me to hand over my coin purse. Can you imagine? We scuffled for a while, broke each other's weapons, and finally fell to the ground exhausted.
You stalemated with her. She's actually a pretty good fighter, so stalemating with Vex is kind of impressive.
Indeed. After a few minutes, she looked me dead in the eye and asked me if I wanted to join the guild. Just like that. No apologies.
That's Vex for you. And I'm surprised you accepted after she tried to rob you.
Something told me I wouldn't regret it. I had heard the guild was back on its feet again, and most of Skyrim under its belt. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to cross blades with Vex again, but I certainly wouldn't mind a bit of a scuffle.
That makes 2 of us, buddy. I wouldn't mind a bit of a scuffle with Vex either. What? Cat on Nord action? I can get behind that. Moving on.
Good luck on your next job.
And to you, Garthor. Welcome to the guild, buddy. So yeah, with all that done, the next step, of course, is we have to go... What? No, I don't care about that note. No, go away. The next step we have to do is to meet Karliah at the Standing Stone, which is out here somewhere, and we're going to take care of that next time. There's a lot of plot dump right now. This whole chunk of the guild, everything from the moment Mercer stabs you up until pretty much the final dungeon is mostly plot dump in a few short... I mean, like, Mercer's house might have had a little action if I decided to kill the 2 guards, but overall there's mostly plot up until the very end now. Well, let me phrase that, until the last dungeon, which is a very long, very difficult dungeon, and I'm really looking forward to that one. But for now, I'm going to try and go over a lore topic really quick, and then we're going to end the video. So if you don't care about the lore topic, this isn't the time to leave. There's nothing left to see. Okay, so I wanted to talk today a bit, when I got the chance, which never came up, about some of the different factions of Thieves Guild that have been found throughout the Elder Scrolls universe. Now, obviously you have the Skyrim Thieves Guild, we're a part of that. I don't think I need to go into detail on how we operate or what our deal is. There's also, of course, the Cyrodiilic Thieves Guild, which was present in the game Oblivion, which took place 200 years before this. Now, I don't know what state they're in today because it's been 200 years, and the fact I don't know brings up an interesting point. Unlike the Dark Brotherhood, where every single sanctuary is part of the same organization, they have the same ranking system, they have the same rules, the Thieves Guild is very different. Every single Thieves Guild you come across has no relation to a different one. Like, what we do here in Skyrim has absolutely nothing to do with the Cyrodiil Thieves Guild, even if they're still around, which I imagine they probably still are. But we don't contact them, they don't contact us, our members don't go there, they don't go here. Much like Mafia's working, you know, not pissing each other off, it's a lot like that, you see, because if we go to Cyrodiil and steal stuff in their territory, it is going to cause a huge mess. There's going to be blood everywhere. It's going to cause a gang war, more or less. Same if they came here. Hence what happened with the Somerset Shadow, that guild that we took care of a few videos back. I killed the entire guild hall, and that was the quote-unquote correct way to handle it, because that was literally another gang moving into my territory. You know, gang mafia wars. Everybody gotta die. You don't move into someone else's turf like that, especially if you're not playing by their rules. So, you know, every guild has its own problems and turmoils, because if they didn't, there wouldn't be a very exciting guild in the game, now would they? But they're all pretty different. I've always felt like they put a lot of work into making the Thieves Guild very interesting, and that they were pretty different. Like, the plight of this guild is considerably not like the plight of that guild. They're both on hard times, but that's about where the similarities end. And I recommend you play Oblivion if you want to learn more of that. There was, of course, also thievery and guilds of thieves in Morrowind, and they had their own problems and their own plights. I don't want to go into spoilers, so we're not going to talk about what their problem was. But, you know, they, of course, did not do anything in Cyrodiil for the same reason. Each guild is an independent faction. Just like the Warriors Guild, in Skyrim that be the Companions, they're also like that. The Companions do not do anything with the Fighters Guild in Cyrodiil. They are two different factions. Which is interesting, to me because there'd be a lot more coin if they worked together, I would think, but they don't. Hey, somebody's coming up behind me and in front of me. I'm about to get pincered. Ah.
Something I can help with, or do you just want to...
No, I want you to go away. Get on. Go on. Alright, he's gone. Good, good. Now, as I was saying... Okay, so... That's about what I wanted to put across. I mean, I had a lot more to say about it originally, like a lot of dates and times and events, but... The main plot point I just wanted to get across to you guys with the lore today... shut up, people. They're being noisy. Let's move over here. The point I wanted to get across was that every Thieves Guild is an independent mafia that does not work with each other. And every single incident, I had a couple to go over, but I'm not going to because this is going on. I'm just rambling at this point. But every single Thieves Guild does not... They don't play well with others, you see? Unlike the Mages Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, and even the Companions Guild. I mean, even the other guild may not be, you know, international like the Dark Brotherhood, but they play nice with each other. The Mages Guild does talk to other Mage Guild peacefully, so the Companions Guild will talk to people from the Citadel Fighters Guild peacefully. But the Thieves Guild, well, there is no honor among thieves. We are very, very aggressive about that kind of thing. Anyway, that'll be all for today, everyone. Another short video, but I promise they're going to get longer and more exciting in the near future. But I got a lot of storyline to get out of the way first, and little mini-events like Mercer's house to do. So with that, I am Nosgard Silverclaw, here with our character Anhasi Silverclaw, and I hope you guys have a good day.